congratulations, you've just done the media and advertising triathlon. How was your race today?
It was okay. First Olympic distance this season, so I did 2:34, which is alright for an old man, so I was reasonably happy with it and I enjoyed it. It's quite warm, but you know, I enjoyed it, and that's the most important thing.
Were you a marked man by some of your colleagues today, or was it?
No, I think some of them are a bit quicker than me and they know that, so they weren't really looking out for me really. So, but we had a good team here today. We put a big team together. I think we had about 80 people enter, so supporting Media Trust charity. So it was a really nice day out for everybody, and we had some good performances. So very happy with the team.
And just taking you back a little bit, I mean, when did you first get into triathlon? When did you first find triathlon as a sport?
About 6 or 7 years ago. So really, kind of when I turned 50 is when I got into triathlon. I'd always been a reasonable swimmer when I was younger. Then I did a lot of running, like you do, keep yourself fit. And then as you get into your late 30s, you start doing cycling because your knees hurt. And then you get your 50s, you put it all together. And because I had a reasonable background in swimming and the other two, you put them together and it's a lot of fun. And it's a straight line sport as well, so there's none of this, you know, turning and twisting you get with competitive team sports. So it's a great sport, and I wish I'd taken it up younger.
I was going to say, you've clearly got quite a lot of talent in the sport. You've been to the World Championships twice?
Yeah, I managed to qualify for Edmonton and for Chicago in, what would that be, 14 and 15, which was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and you know, big team from GB goes out there, and you know, the great thing about age group is you can sort of qualify even if you're working full time. You know, the amount of training you need to do is not ridiculous, and therefore I was able to do enough training to get qualified, and I had a good time. Yeah.
I was going to say, obviously at a corporate event, and you know, the training, it must be difficult though for your job. You do travel quite a bit.
I travel a lot, and I'm very fortunate in my assistant schedules a lot of training for me, so even when I'm travelling I'll turn up at the hotel and there'll be a bike in reception which she's organised for me, and my schedule will give me a slot. And quite often when I'm at work, I get in, I have a nice cup of coffee, I do a quick half-hour work, and then I say where's my next meeting, and I'm given my swimming kit. And you know, sometimes the last thing you want to do is go swimming at 9:30 in the morning, but that's the slot. So I'm kicked out the office down to the nearest swimming pool to put in a couple of K. So you just have to be disciplined about it, and if you do that and fit it in around your work, one, it keeps you fit and healthy, and two, gives you a target.
And speaking of work and keeping fit and healthy, I mean, you've been in the industry for a long time, if you don't mind me saying.
No, it's true.
You know, this is quite unusual for a Friday to have everybody together doing exercise. You know, I mean, you've seen the industry change through the years.
Well, the advertising industry has changed massively in that time, but I think it's the same for business. You know, business now understands and recognises that if you have happy and fit staff, then they're happier and they're more productive and they enjoy what they're doing. And organising sporting events has really been, you know, really very popular in corporate environments now for probably 20 years. But it just continues to grow. And triathlon's a fantastic sport because anyone can compete, whether they do one leg of a relay or whether they do the whole thing, sprint, super sprint, or Olympic distance. So it's very flexible, and cycling's had a big boom, and that's all part of triathlon as well. Biggest part of a triathlon is the cycling. So you know, we're very supportive of our people participating, not only because I'm a trustee of the Media Trust and as an organisation, DENTSU AEGIS supports them a lot, but also because you know, Media Trust enables our people to get involved in supporting other charities. So we use our skills to help other charities market themselves effectively. And you know, to have a sort of a day to come and compete, it's a sort of charity day. We allow people to have 2 or 3 days off a year just to do charitable events, and that counts as one of those days.
Right. So anyone thinking of entering for 2018, what would you say? Come along?
Absolutely. I mean, it is a great event. It's a superb venue here. Usually in July you get great weather, and you know, it's a nice flat course. Its transitions are really close together. We get 600 or 700 every year, and we'll probably grow that over time. It's a really good event. A lot going on, and a great thing to do with colleagues, and a great thing to do for yourself in the middle of summer.
And next triathlon for you?
Yeah, so I think the next Worlds are in Brisbane in Australia next year, so I may well try and qualify for that, which will mean I have to change my training regime a bit. I've been a lot of cycling this year, but I'll have to get back more into swimming and running. But I think I may look at doing that. So subject to injury, hopefully I can put in a big training block during the autumn and the winter and put myself in good shape for next season. We'll see.
Well, we wish you all the best for that, and we'll keep a lookout for you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks.